Come on in, tell the truth, Shane.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
All right, all right, all right, all right. We here once again, live, uncut, unedited. No yarn tonight. And make sure you send your boy some stars. We gladly appreciate it. Gladly appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Gladly appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Get on up here so I can do what I do. Ooh, I should have had that fan on. It's hot being under these lights. All right, or Ollie, Crime Chaser King, salute. Thank you. Nathan, what's going on, bro? What's going on? All right. We live, uncut, unedited people. Come on in, my YouTube family. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you that's not following me on YouTube, make sure you do that. Make sure you follow me on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, people. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. This is where we
tell the truth and shame the devil.
Uh-huh. That's what we do. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I ain't got a problem with telling the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, YouTube family. YouTube family, come on in. YouTube family. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, I suggest that you do. All right, come on in. Come on in.
You already know what it is.
What is
live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we
tell the truth and shame the devil.
That's all we got to do is tell the truth. One thing about the truth, you don't have to rehearse it. And that's why I'm sitting right here and don't have to rehearse anything because I'm telling nothing but the truth. So help me God. I tell you, we talking about this 4th of July crime. I don't know what we're going to do about these crimes. But there's got to be a solution to get these numbers down. Rosterman Cox, what I talk about? Kevin Thomas family. Tony Davis. Corey Hilliard. What's up, Corey? Brother Corey, nice meeting you. I remember when I met you on 69th Street. Gilda. What's up, Gilda? Renee Jackson. Hey, Renee, intelligent sister. Tony Davis. Let's talk about this, too. Talk about what? K.L. Adams Sr. What's up, my brother? Cassandra Clark. Miss Emma Harris. Karen Crawley Martin. Sandra Rando. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Lorene Brown. What's going on, Lorene? I got you, Ora Ali. I got you, Nathan. All right. Evelyn Williams. What's up, Evelyn? Claudia Lopez. Hey, Miss Claudia. All right. This is live. Listen, it's been a long weekend, people. And I tell you, folks out here shooting, killing. And I'm going to tell you something. I should be saying this. Actually, Halloween and the 4th of July, those are some of the most dangerous times, especially the 4th of July, because you're thinking you're hearing fireworks and you might be hearing gunshots. That would be a perfect time to off somebody off, kill them. Oh no, you ain't gonna never stop crime. Crime is a $1 billion industry. Nobody's gonna stop crime. We can pretend like that. Now we could slow it down, but crime is always going to be here. It's a $1 billion industry. Always going to be here. And we're not going to be able to stop crime. All right. Before I get started, we want to talk about. There was a shooting. Greg Phillips, what's up, brother? I see you. There was a shooting. Claudia Lopez. That's all right. Mamacita, I see you, Mamacita. Nice meeting you in person too, as well. Somebody said, let's purchase a couple of islands. What, to put all the criminals on one island? Ray Bans, what's going on, bro? Corey, yep. All right. Patty Hampton, hello, Martin, and everyone. Listen, let's get down to business, people. Let's get down to business. Crime, Felita Rankins, Sadie Willis. All right. That's right. Happy birthday, Charles McKenzie. All right. Halloween and the 4th of July are some of the deadliest time where you can do something to people. It's a dangerous time. And this weekend was violent as usual, but I think comparing last year's time, I think it was a difference. I looked at the numbers. All right, let's see. It said 5 people are dead. At least 33 others have been wounded in the shootings across the city of Chicago during the 4th of July weekend, police say. According to Chicago police data collected between 6 p.m. Friday and 11:59 p.m. on holiday, a total of 68 were shot, 8 fatally over the same weekend last year. Wow. The first homicide of the weekend was reported Friday evening when a 43-year-old man was shot multiple times while standing on a street in the 5600 block of Walcott, police said. This man was taken to the area hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, we know early this morning on 56 and Ada, so many people shot. They said one person was beat to death by a baseball bat. And I'm just going to tell y'all people, listen, let me just say this. A lot of us say we want peace, but we're not striving for peace. We keeping it going. We walk around here with a chip on our shoulder. We got our pistola on us, and we waiting on some trouble. We're waiting on some trouble. And it's all over the U.S. It ain't just in Chicago, people. It's not just in Chicago where people are getting shot and killed. It's all over the country, and especially in the predominantly Black communities. Black people, we constantly having abortions. We constantly executing, getting shot in our communities. What's going to happen in the next 50 years? What are we going to look like in this country? All the people that died during COVID are being replaced. You have other people that's coming from another country coming in here replacing a lot of people that have died in this country. And it's like every holiday, listen, every holiday, you start with New Year's, people getting killed. Mother's Day, people are getting killed. Father's Day, people are getting killed. Memorial Day, people are getting killed. 4th of July, Labor Day, people getting killed. Let me see, Valentine's. There's a little something going on. But these are the holidays. I don't know what it is. Are we consuming too much alcohol and drugs on these holidays? And we just going crazy. When I say we, including everybody, not just Black, white, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Latin, whatever your ethnicity is or your race. I'm including all of us. What is the problem? Is it a lot of hate going on or what? They said the news said it was 73 shootings over the 4th of July week. Yeah, the news is said. This was said 60 something. If you count 68, okay, I said 68. If you count the five that was shot this morning, it says, hold on. It said how many shootings? Okay, today, the first homicide, I read it, hold on. It said 5 people. Okay, on a holiday, total 68 was shot. Now, they saying 72, 73 because 4 people got shot. Really, 5 people, 1 got sold. They're adding on from this morning on 56 and Ada. So I can understand, I see how that number grew. Okay, I understand that. Then that's just talking about Chicago. Then you had a couple of people got shot on 147 in Harvey at Popeyes. 1 person is in critical condition. I believe he lost a limb. So, man, that's why I said, people join me. What's up, Tony? On prayer for protection, because this is a mean place. Somebody said the only way you could be in perfect peace if you are in a relationship with Christ. And I'm going to tell you, somebody said the world is coming, trampling down, really. We are frustrated with the violence. Yes, we are. Somebody said liquid courage. That's true. It will happen every day. Now, give me some callers. Let me get some callers.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
And I'm going to tell you, somebody said everybody want to be a gangster until they get 80 years. Then they look then they look for God. Yep. They said they had some mass shooting in Detroit over the 4th of July weekend. Beating to death with a bat. That's correct. Ronnie Johnson said, I just want to know why so many of our youth is disrespectful and violent toward the elderly. That is true. You got to ask them that prayers going up for the victims and the perpetrators. All right. Somebody said we had a few shootings in Grand Rapids too. We all about to find out the Bible is not a fairy tale. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Raven Harris. Benjamin, what do you say? Where's your mayor? You get what you voted for, Chicago. You had opportunity to change this. Call in, my brother. Call in, Benjamin. Tell us how you think things would have changed if we would have voted for another person. Benjamin, this is the number. Call in.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
Oh, yeah. Louis Ramsey said, Martin, I know a couple of morticians was telling me since the COVID 3 years ago until now, the murder rates, they say it's a booming business. I am so tired of all this killing in Chicago. Yes, I am. How many people died on the 4th? I believe it was 8. America is obsessed with guns. Yes. Call in, my brother. Call in. Call in all this violent video stuff. Violent rap songs. Everybody in love with it. Everybody's in love with this violence. It appears. Benjamin, come on, call in, brother. Call in. Seems like you got some good solutions. I need you to call in, Benjamin. Benjamin Dover. Talk to me. Talk to me. I challenge you to call in. 872-299-0808. 872-297-6389. The number's going across the screen. Call in, brother. Kim Edenton. California in the house. Yeah, the mayor can't control nobody. All right. Come on, brother Benjamin. I need you to call in. I need you.
Call in number 872-299-0808.
You're welcome,
or
Jenkins.
872-297-6389.
Come on, our brother Benjamin. What's wrong, man? You always comment. You always comment. What's going on, my Keisha? What's going on, Miss Castleman? How you doing? Come on, brother Benjamin. Come on with your self. Come on in. I wanted to say something, but I ain't gonna say that. Come on, call in, brother Benjamin. Well, I need some callers. If Benjamin don't want to call in.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872
we got a new
297-6389.
We got a new caller, people. 1298 is the last four digits of your telephone number. Hey, caller. Hope you're done with the prompts. Caller, where you calling from?
I'm calling from the city.
All right, who am I speaking with?
Man, this is Brother Carr.
Okay. Come on, talk to us, man.
The solution is respect. It's going to have to come down to, you're going to have to lead with it. And if you don't get it in return, then you just know when that instantly it's time to go. Because you're going to have some fools out here that just glorify being damn fools, and most likely it's because of whatever they indulge in there. People can't handle it. But
I wish
the bottom line is we're going to have to lead with it. I mean, I know it hurts being disrespected because a lot of people take it being sweet, but if you're a thoroughbred out here and you plan to exist and be around, you gotta, clever with your moves, be wise, and be a man of God and a leader and stand up. It takes courage, man. I don't blend in because I was born to stand out. I understand that now, and as I get deeper on and to the mission, which is just basically growth and leaving my stamp on it, for a change, a solution.
Well, you change, but what about the other people that have not changed and don't want to change? What are we going to do with them?
Man, it's going to take us with the energy and the courage to combine instead of just complaining, and do something about it. Like stress the numbers.
Like what? Well, we got to give us an idea what we need to do, or you think we should do.
Well, just first and foremost, we could just get together and spend some time with the youth. Wherever there's a problem is. We ain't got to do this as a group. We could just do it on site, demonstrate on site.
No.
That's what. Go ahead.
Now, come on now, brother. You're my blood now.
Go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, the youth don't want to be bothered.
Do you hear echo?
Old folks. Yeah, I turn it down. What about it? Is that better?
That's the problem, man. That's the problem. I know it's scary, bro. It's scary, man. But that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Because Benjamin, why you don't call in, brother? Call in.
Except,
Call in, Benjamin. You know the number, 872-299-0808. Call in, Benjamin. Quit being a keyboard warrior and call in. I don't care if you don't look like your profile picture. You might be white. I don't know. Call in anyway. Come and talk to us. I don't even want to hear from you even in the comments. I need you to call in. You got all the solutions. And I want you to explain to my platform, people that's watching me tonight, and tell them what are some of the solutions. Matter of fact, give me any solutions without locking up people. I want to see what else you besides you got without, because see, that's easy to say, cuz you're right. We can say lock them up. But what other solutions that we got without locking them up?
It hurts to turn the other cheek, man. But trust me, I'm still conditioning myself. But at the end of the day, somebody got to think. Somebody got to think, and that's what you got to demonstrate. You can't be afraid to address things and just look the other way, man, because that's just gonna leave you with something to complain about. And if you see another brother, this is I'm gonna give you an example of how it's just gonna be a chain reaction. That's what it takes. If you see another brother addressing something you feel in your heart is right, you gotta step in. You know what I'm saying? That's us conditioning each other again, man. We gotta do it for us. Mm-hmm. And it takes courage. It's easy to just look the other way and man your own business and gossip about it later. That's not doing nothing for the solution. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Benjamin, I'm calling you out. 872-299-0808. 872-297-6389. Benjamin, come on, call in, bro. Come on, call in and talk to us. I want to hear some of your ideas and some of your solutions. Your law and order.
I was waiting on the bus.
Go ahead, brother.
I was waiting on the bus. I seen a group of teenagers coming, man. Dreads, pants sagging, young adult. I was thinking to myself, I hope they don't get on this bus. Man, I don't feel like dealing with the drama. They got on the bus, and it was just totally different from what I expected, Like they conduct themselves like somebody raised them.
Wow.
I had to congratulate them. Mm-hmm. Because I was thinking the worst of them. Just as they was arriving. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, cuz. And then don't nobody want to get their hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And just simply step in and say something. And then, if you're going to put your 2 cents in, if you know right is right and wrong is wrong, stand up and say something, right? Don't let somebody be overpowered, because you know how hyenas move. If they beat, they might pull it.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna sit there and mind your business. I see it all the time on the bus. I'm fed up with it, man. I gotta stop. That's just like a reflex for me. I gotta get in it. That's when it's time to fight for me. And it's gonna come down to something like that. But you don't have to, man. Because they respect words, and you stern and firm and look them in the eyes and choose your words. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be emotional if you're gonna lead by example. That's where the courage kick in at.
That's right.
It takes that the whole time, but that's when it's kind of yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this to any teenager out there, young teenagers. I understand that you guys are under a lot of pressure, peer pressure. Some of you guys come from a broken home. When I say broken home, not necessarily a father there. Your mama got men coming in and out, and she might be on drugs, and you have to fend for yourself, and you going where you fit in and where you feel comfortable at. You feel like, hey, my homies and them love me. I go over there, eat, chill out. We smoke, drink, pop, whatever we do. We get a few little girls, and we might get steamer, stolen car or something, but we ain't trying to hurt nobody. But you are hurting somebody. You're hurting yourself. You limited your opportunities. Cause see
There you go, Chris.
what's going to happen to you, young man, is you're going to have a record long as your height. You might be 5'6", growing into 6 feet tall. Your record is going to be so long, nobody's going to hire you. You're going to be on the lowest paying job always. And I always say, like old time OG said on here, he said, Martin, if you don't go to school and get educated or get a skill, there's only one else thing to do, and that's to steal, rob, and do all that. You got to have some type of way of means to make money without stealing and robbing. Because just now, my cousin, he's old, I'm old, and we know you can only get by, you can only get so many licks in life before you wind up getting caught, sitting in your prison or something, getting your record. So it's only so many licks that you're going to get in this life. You got to do something, cuz. You know what I'm saying? And just like you work your skill, you sell. You know what you're good at.
I'm going to teach it to whoever willing to listen. I'm going to teach them how to eat. I'm going to teach them how to fish.
Right.
Man, that's my desire, man. I love that. That's what I live for. You know, so a lot of people have potential and talent, and they hold it for ransom, man. It's a gift. You know, you can give it, you still keep it. Why not me?
Yeah. Young
you
people.
guys learn how to talk to one another.
Young people.
Pick your stone, leave it alone.
Young
keep
people.
Your hands to yourself, keep it trucking.
Young people, listen to me. This is Martin G. Johnson, a.k.a. the Crime Chaser. Anybody that introduces you to drugs. Now, hold on. Let me explain this. When I say drugs, now, if you smoking weed or you popping pills already, okay, I understand. But if somebody bringing you a new drug that you don't use, you never tried, don't have no desire, and trying to pressure you into they trying to destroy you. Am I right, cuz? Now, you know I got to tell the truth. Trying to turn you out. Trying to turn you out.
You know, that's
young lady, sleeping with this one and that one and this one and that one is not cool. The worst thing for a young lady is to be pregnant and really in the heart, deepest in the heart to heart, not knowing who the baby father is.
But if you're going to do what's your thing anyway, because you want to enjoy yourself, just always keep in mind, ain't no party around balloons, and you got to stand on that. That's the most you can do for yourself.
Yeah. Protect yourself. Yeah. And the best protection is keeping your dress down and your pants up. If you don't start nothing, you ain't got to worry about stopping it. Am I right, cuz? If you don't start it, you ain't got to worry about stopping it.
Well, hey, cuz you can't tell nobody to do what you.
No, I ain't telling what to do.
Nature.
No, I'm not telling what to do, but I can warn them. Listen.
Yeah.
I can warn them because, listen, some things you shouldn't even indulge in. Your mind and your body ain't ready for that. It's not ready for that. You said, well, I'm 15. I got a flat stomach, big old booty on me, and grown men be looking at me and pulling over and all that. Yeah, they do. But guess what? You're nothing but a toy to a grown man. That's it. He want to play like you play on the sliding board in the sandbox. And when he get done with you, he's going to wipe the dust off his pants and feet and dust his hands off and going on to the next one. See who else he can find in the playground. What can a grown man do with a 15-year-old but sex? That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing to talk about. That's the only thing you got in common is sex. And if you get caught, that's statutory rape. And you know, some of you young ladies, you think because you built up in shape and you have a few words like an adult, but a real man would know by having a conversation with you if you're young or not. This is real, young ladies. You got plenty of time to be grown. Don't allow no old man to rob you of your youth. And that's what's going to happen. you're gonna be robbed. You say, well, hey, he gave me $100.
Marry
Yeah.
your king and get married and then live happily ever after.
Yeah. He gave you $100 not to stay, to go away, to keep quiet. That's what he gave you. I got to tell the
What
truth.
they call it, hush money, huh?
Yeah. You know what it is, cuz. We got to tell the truth and shame them. Listen, we got daughters. You got daughters. I got daughters. And you know we don't want no old, overgrownly man taking advantage of our daughters. And that don't mean them no good. Don't no man want that for his daughter. Trust me.
Not for his daughter, not at all.
Not at all. I tell you.
No.
And some of you young ladies, and I've seen you in them takeovers. You half naked, you dressing, everything is showing, revealing, tight on your skin. You got tattoos all on your neck and on your thigh, on your ankle, on your foot, on your arm. You got sleeves and all that. That's not good. That's not good. And I'm going to say this. A lot of young ladies are coming up missing, cuz.
That only leads to the stripper pole.
Yeah. A lot of y'all coming up missing. And some of these guys beating y'all into submission to sell sex for them sex trafficking, you guys. It's real. I don't want to sound like I'm beating on the women tonight, but I got to tell the truth. Somebody need to hear what I'm about to say. Young lady, keep running away if you want to. One time you might run away, you might not be able to come back when you want to come back. It's always not easy. Because see, once he find out that you'll run away and you ain't got no place to go, guess what? He bringing his homie in the room to have sex with you, his cousin, all of them. He don't care nothing about, because he know you ain't got nowhere to go. It's cold outside. You hungry. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money to buy no personals. All he doing is getting you high, getting you high, smoking weed with you. When he tired, he send his boy in the room with you. Young or old, don't make no difference. And these young men out here, they pimping. And I'm going to tell you another thing, young ladies, you better beware with that Uber's Eat stuff. Dropping off food, knocking on these people's doors, because I've heard a case just last week, cuz, right in your area where you live at, a man pulled a pistol on a young lady, walked her through an abandoned building, took her to another building, and made her give her oral, had a pistol on her, and told her not to turn around. She had to run out butt naked for her life. And this was a young man. This wasn't no old man like me and you, cuz. This was a young man.
Watch the news for that reason right there.
I can't hear you. You're mumbling. You're mumbling. Talk loud.
I ain't been watching the news, cuz.
No, that wasn't on the news. That wasn't on the news, cuz. That was called to me. That was called and told me that. I'm telling you. So y'all better be careful. Y'all doing that Uber Eats and what you call DoorDash and all that. Be careful. Please be careful, ladies. Be careful.
Yeah, you spooking them now, cuz.
I got to school them, bro. I got to school them. I got to school. We got daughters, bro. We got to school.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Brother, these women that's out here, that's fast, promiscuous, they are seed carriers. They carry the seed. They carrying babies. We got enough. We don't need no more drill rappers. We don't need no more carjackers. We got enough of those. We got enough of those drug addicts. We got enough of those. We don't need no more of those. We got enough of those. We need some entrepreneurs. We need some scientists and some doctors and some lawyers and some politicians and some pastors and some preachers and school teachers and all this. And some firemen and some policemen. That's what we need. Because guess what?
Yes, sir.
You know, cuz these jobs are drying out. These big corporations showed us they don't want to hire black people.
It's time to create jobs for ourselves and our people. And that's my line of work right there. That's what I do for fun. You know, I need a bunch of brilliant minds that I can pick and politic and network with and build some things and employ them.
Mm-hmm. And
You
listen,
know,
let me say this to the parents. Parents, if you're in a house with your teenagers, you need to set them right in front of this computer or your phone. You need to do that right now because they need to hear this. Because a lot of times they don't like to listen to, they don't want to listen to their parents. But if they hear from a third party, that's cool. They'll do that. And I'm gonna tell them I ain't got no skin in the game. And I want to tell them. I want to tell them the truth. I want to give them a life lesson. I want to tell them that. And any woman out there, go ahead, sir.
They got some children out here that they father want to be in their lives. Let them have a relationship with their father that's passed away, because it's going to definitely take the father's touch, and you got to work as a team. So despite what we got going on, now we talk to the parents now. We're gonna have to set that aside because it ain't about us. It's about the kids. So let's be adults and do it for the kids.
And I'm gonna echo what he just said. Parents, mothers especially, single mothers, allow your baby father to have a relationship with you guys' children. Allow that. Allow that. Okay? Allow that. Please do. Why you think these young girls out here running around here sleeping with grown men because their father not in their life? They want to be loved. I'm telling you. Want to be loved.
And they father.
Young man, let me tell you something. When you pull that trigger, there is no reset button, no rewind button. I didn't mean it. It shouldn't have happened that way. I didn't have intentions of doing that. Ain't no taking back.
Real.
Once you shoot somebody, once you kill somebody, the damage is done. You don't just kill a person, you kill their family members and their friends. Because a part of them is taken away. And a lot of you young folks are walking around here with anger, resentment, mad at the world. You waiting on one little incident. Somebody may mug you. Somebody cut you off at the light. Or they ain't going fast enough. They moving too slow in the car. Or they just slightly bump you. You ready to go on your waistline and pull out your gun and shoot them because you want to justify in your corrupt mind shooting some person. And somebody asks you, hey, man, let me ask you a personal question. Why did you shoot that man? Well, he mean mugged me. Or I thought he was somebody else. Or he from over there off on the other side of King Drive or Cottage Grove, so I shot him. Come on now, bro. You walking around with a hood on, it's 100 degrees outside. You got your face mask on and your hoodie pulled up. The only thing we can see is your eyes. Trust me. Don't you think your ops know your walk? Yeah, your ops know how you wear air. See, one thing about, listen, let me just say something. Let me say something, cuz, hold on. Some of you guys right now, wherever your gang is, whatever set, whatever block you on, and if you do something to somebody, they know eventually that you're going to return back to that block sooner or later. They know that. All it takes is a little patience. Just keep it coming on that block once a day looking for you because they know you're going to pop up sooner or later. When you think the dust is settled. Don't forget,
there's a whole bunch of cousins that look just like you, and you might not be there at that particular time, and they're going to swear that's who they looking for.
Yeah.
And somebody else get hurt.
Yeah.
Just try to respect one another.
Yeah.
And kill a noise.
Yeah. Let me say this too to the young ladies too as well. And I always echo this. Those young ladies, I can't tell you who you like. But I will say, if you run around here with a gunslinger, He always into it with somebody on social media. He always been shot at. He always shooting people. He always pulling up in different cars. You better beware. You better beware being with him in public, because it might cost you your life. Now, this guy, since you've been dating him, he didn't have 5 or 6 different cars pull up at your house. You know he don't have a job. He don't have a hustle. You call him, he don't wake up until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you know what he doing, young lady. You know what he doing. And you going to get caught in that car with him. And it have been happening because somebody have saw their car, rolled up on their car that they got carjacked from or stolen and sprayed the whole car. Because you got some people out here, they don't call the police. They take care of their own business. They don't believe in the law enforcement. I'm serious. You got some people out here that would not call the police, and they know who shot them in the face. They'd rather die before they call the police. They're going to take care of their business. Sight scenes, right on site. Don't care where you at. Don't care if you're holding your little bitty newborn in your arm. They don't care. They don't care. They're going to air you out, you and your newborn baby, and your baby mama, or your grandmama, or your mama. So all that social media beefing, going back and forth, talking about what you going to do to somebody and what you got, and displaying pistols on social media like you scanned somebody. Remember, you got to go to the store. Remember, you got to get on the bus sometime, or you catch an Uber. Now, just the other day, 2 guys called a share ride, and the other guy that got in was his ops, and he shot and killed him. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. 2 guys that was rivals, and they both was catching Ubers, and one got in the car, and he knows who he was, and it was on from there. See how things can happen and play out? And I'm going to tell you, young gunslingers, how long do you feel like you're going to ride around and shoot people and think you're going to get away with it? Ain't nothing going to happen to you. How long you think you're going to be able to do that? How long you think that you're going to be able to break in somebody's house, keep breaking in people's houses, stealing their merchandise, and nothing is going to happen to you? Some people hold street justice. They don't care nothing about no police. They're going to hold street justice. And when they catch you, you better have it in your hand. And I always tell the young people, listen to me, young people, just as much as you're ready to kill, you better be ready to die, because it can go either way. Just like you got a drum, a 30 clip, a street sweeper, a chopper, whatever you want to call it, a Glock, 9mm, somebody else got just as much as you, and probably even more, and they are eager to pull that trigger of any threat. So don't always think it's sweet out here when you pulling pistols on people and shooting at people. You think it's a joke. It's real out here. Street justice is real. Young people, I'm not against y'all having fun at all. But I tell you one thing, not fun, it costing people money, destroying people's property, carjacking them, walking up to innocent people, slapping upside the head, robbing them, shooting them with paint guns and all that, paintball guns. That's not cool. Looking for social media likes and viral videos. That viral video might be the cause of your death. It's a small world. You don't know who. And I'm going to tell you, some of your own best friends will sell you out for $1. Like my father friend said, he's dead, bless his heart. He said when he got locked up in the police station, they had a big sign when you walk in that said, why do 10 when you have a friend? Other words, they inviting you to tell on your friend or snitch on your friend. Young people, don't waste your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The same people that you're doing drive-by shootings with, carjacking, snatch and grab, get locked up. And I almost could bet my life on it that they ain't gonna put anything on your books. They're not even gonna go by your mama house and drop some money off for to put some money on your books. Not gonna accept your phone call. On to the next. But when you get out, they want to praise you like you're a hero and take you and buy you some little clothes and put a couple of $100 in your pocket. You just did 10 years and you didn't tell on nobody. 10 calendar years over being a dummy. Trying to show out. Trying to prove your loyalty. One thing I know about gangs, you got those that's in the gang, they want to see who the wickedest, who would do the dirtiest low-down thing. That's who get the most respect. And young man and young lady too. Those of you young ladies that living your life as a man, you out here shooting people. Think you're one of the guys. There's no badge of honor getting locked up and getting an X of felony on your back. No badge of honor at all. Trust me, I'm tired of marching for police killing young black people. And I'm not saying that every killing wasn't justified. I'm not saying that. Y'all make the activist job harder when you provoke the police. Make it harder. I got to tell the truth. And let me say this. Young ladies, listen to your mother. Please listen to your mother. Young men love when little ladies don't listen to their mother. They love it. They love it. They love it. They love it. Some of you think that you have more love in the street than you have at home. You don't have a real friend. And if you want to know if a person your friend or not, this is how you can tell. If you get sick, if you go to jail, if you get put out, be homeless, if you need some money to get something to eat. That's how some of the ways that you could determine if a person is really your friend. A real friend will take you in. A real friend will help you. A real friend will visit you while you're sick in jail. If he can't visit you or she can't visit, she'll send you some money on your books. She'll take your phone call. He'll take your phone call. Now, if you're observing that your friend is not doing none of those things, I suggest that you change your company. Man, I didn't know I was going to go this route. I wanted to come on and talk about crime. So anybody want to call in? The lines are open, 872.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
All right. All right, young. Okay. And another thing for your young ladies. You young ladies thinking it's cute, stripping. Putting your booty up in the air with no underwear on there and bouncing your booty, clapping your booty. You think that's cute. You think it's cute. Guess what? All you're doing is making a man lusting after you. And now, trust me, that's not the attention that you want. Because if he lusting after you, all he want to do is hit that. He might not want to hang around. He just want to have fun, play in the playground until you're tired. Then send you on about your way. So you putting on all these clothes that's revealing, trying to entice a man. You looking for the man that you like, but the one that you don't like, you're going to call him a pervert or gone somewhere or old or whatever. But the one you do like, you're going to smile and grin. Hopefully he can come at you and give you his number and do something for you. That's what you're hoping. Trust me, he's not going to take you to go meet mama. You half naked. He want to have fun. And the first time a man rolled up on you and he asks you, what do you do for fun? If he asks you if you smoke and drink, that's all what he interested in. Smoke and drink. You smoke, you drink, what you do? You pop. And they know all they got to do is get you drunk, pop pill, drink, it's on and popping from there. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I got to tell y'all the truth. Parents, listen to me. This is the problem that we having out here. You need to have that talk with your sons and daughters about sex. Because trust me, they out there having sex. You was having it when you was young. You need to explain them about STDs. Parents need to do that. Because if you don't do it, and they go out in the street and get that information, it might be the wrong information. Well, Martin, I know my daughter ain't out there having sex. I know she know better. I taught her well. You don't know what your daughter doing. You're not with your daughter 24 hours a day. You don't know what your son is doing. And those of you ladies that got gay sons and gay daughters, you got to watch them too. You got to watch them too. You got to watch them so they don't be taken advantage of. You got to watch everybody, no matter what their sexual preference is. You have to watch them. It's your duty. Number one, like 10 Speed said today, he believed that 90% of the problems are the parents about these young folks. Our parents are excusing a lot of bad behaviors. I'm telling you. And let me say this to the parents. Every child that you see out here carjacking, stealing, on drugs, popping drugs, stealing, whatever, that don't mean necessarily they came from a single family household, okay? Because I know plenty of them that had both parents in the house, and they still was devils. So we're not gonna just blame it on the single parents. I got to keep it real. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, people. Hope you guys will share the video. Thank you for tuning in. This is live, uncut. You already know what it is. You know what it is.
You already know what it is. Live,
Somebody
uncut,
call in when I'm getting ready to cut off.
unedited.
We got a caller, people. Let's see what this caller have to say. All right, caller, 8371. 8371. I'm going to take this call. You're live, uncut, unedited caller. Hey, caller, you there? I know they got to hit the prompts. Caller, 8371. $83.71 caller. Hello? I guess not. I ended with this.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we
tell the truth and shame the devil.
I got another caller. Oh my God, they calling in when I'm trying to get off. Okay, 6970 just called. 6970. I think I know what that is. All right, now, caller, if you're going to call, you have to say something, okay? Because I'm not going to be sitting on here trying to reason with you. Everything is working properly. I got like 4, 5 calls, 1, 2, 3 calls now. All right, come on, caller, 6970. You the first caller. Caller? I can't hear nothing. What's going on? Caller? All right. Let's go to 8371. Come on, caller. 8371. I don't know if they can hear me. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to redial in. Maybe something wrong with my system. I don't know. I'm going to hang up. And
Hello,
Martin G?
yeah, I hear you now because I was just finna go ahead.
Hello?
I was finna hang up, y'all. What's going on?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, partner.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. I got my partner at 6970.
Is
Come
this
on.
Martin?
Hello.
Yeah, this is me. Go ahead.
No, it's not Martin.
This
Right,
I'm
I'm
Martin.
on
Just hey, call it.
I
I'll
think
call.
we
Put
both on
your.
hold then.
Okay. Me too.
Go ahead, Vera.
Hello?
Hold on.
Vera?
Let me tell him.
Go ahead, Vera.
I'll just hang up and call back.
What's wrong? You can hold on. I'm gonna get everybody to I'm gonna call back in. I don't know what's going on with the call system. Must not meant for me to take no callers.
Hey, caller, this is Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser, live, uncut, unedited broadcast. Just before you speak, please turn down all your audio. Please turn them off or down, and do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo, and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you so much.
All right, caller. Come on, partner. Vera Giles Norris. Come on, partner.
Hey, you know what? I don't know if it's a delay because I'm not really hearing. Am I in real time?
Okay, yeah, you're in real time. What do you got any device on? Did you have anything on? Sometime it could be you got to turn
I'm on my
face.
cell phone. Hold on. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so no, I don't have anything on.
Well, I hear you now perfect because sometime when you have two devices going at one time, it's going to be a delay.
Nope, I don't have anything.
Oh,
on.
it's good
just,
now. It's no
I'm
delay now.
here.
Well, come on, let's get to
Okay, good.
Come on, talk to us, partner.
Yep. So yep. You know what? Listen, I am definitely going to replay this for a group of young ladies because you hit several important topics, Martin. And I think that it has to be said. You know, right now it's just, you know, walk around naked, FaceTime, you know, do all types of egregious stuff. Like it's no shame. You know, it's almost like you get a reward to show your private parts, you know, on FaceTime. And then people are recording. And then the next thing you know, you are all over, you know, social media. The other thing that was said that was a great point that I really think people need to pay attention to is that all sugar daddies are not sweet, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these men, they know that the young girls like money. They like nice, you know, luxury things. And that's how they bait them in. They sound like they all nice. And it's not just the men doing it to the young girls. It's the girls doing it to the girls as well. So, again, I know it's a couple of more people that were online, but I just wanted to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting the message out. Uncut, unedited, uncut and unedited, and let several cats out the bag, Mark.
That's right, meow. I'll tell you, let the
Like
cat out.
roar.
Hey, Vera, just before you called, I was listening to your boy Les Brown, and man, I guess that's why I'm on fire tonight because I was listening to Les Brown just before I got on his live. I listened to him about 38 minutes, and man, it was just as inspiring. Again, he's never a dull moment with Les Brown. Never a dull moment with Les Brown. Never.
Never at all. You know, Martin, I just did a event on another platform with Les a couple of days ago. So we did a conversation, you know, talking about how to use your power voice, not just to make money, but to encourage other people, because right now people need help. And if you do it, not just for the money, but to really be a blessing to others, and that's what he said he did. He didn't start speaking just because he was ready to make money. He started speaking because he, first of all, liked talking. And then he did it because he realized that when he spoke, he motivated people. And then after a while, he ended up making good money doing what he would have done for free.
That's it. That sounds like me. Let me see.
Right?
Okay, hold on, sir. I'm coming to you right now. Let me just make a
Yes,
statement,
sir.
people. Listen, anybody on this platform, on the panel that's listening, if you think that there's no young people that's watching this live or going to listen to it, all you got to do is go in the room, get your little niece and little nephew and sit them right down in front of this live. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. Stop complaining. Share the video to young people. That's all you got to do. Listen, I'm a firm believer. Whoever need this message, if it's God's will, this message will reach to them. It will get to them some way. Maybe not through you, but it might come across somebody's timeline that need to hear this message. So don't do no complaining if you ain't got no skin in the game. Let me go to the next caller, 573 area code. 573 area code. Go ahead.
Yep, morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hey, I was trying to say is, I just think that we need more Black organizations to sit together with these youth sports and events, so that way we can keep the kids out of trouble.
Okay, sir.
Like the black parties, and the drop off, and help with the uniform and stuff. We need more parents to participate.
We
Because
need
not everything is free. There's a lot of coaches out here that's trying to do it by themselves,
well,
but the parents don't want to help. So how
Well-
can we get the parents involved?
listen. Our young people just don't need social activities. They need parents. They need parenting. They need their parents to show some love to them, spend some time with them. And I guarantee you, this will decline this crime stuff amongst our young people. Young people need love.
I understand. I agree. I understand. I agree with you
They
saying
need love, but because
the only way.
listen, we're not
Go
looking.
ahead.
I'm not looking for no temporary fix. These young folks, they need some grown folks in their life that love them and that care about them and that's going to lead them to righteousness, if I may use that word. All these program, basketball is good, volleyball, tennis, football. What about a book club? Open up a book. Our boys need to learn how to read. What about open up a plumbing class or electrician class or homemaking class for the ladies and stuff like that? Something that's going to benefit our people. Give them a sense of pride.
I can only follow what I know and what I can be able to capable of to coach. I can't teach something that I don't know.
Are you a parent?
Yes, sir.
Well, what you mean?
Remember, I called back. I don't want that, saying I had my girlfriend situation.
Right.
Now I got full cooking, my kids and everything. So, got my little place now.
See?
And I'll continue to do what I do.
I remember you now.
Coaches and stuff. I just try to fill in the gap what I can do.
Okay. I remember you now.
Right? Can I
I
say,
can't, I can't keep something or go off the lane, if I don't have the parents helping.
All right. Well, hold it right
It's
there.
already bad enough.
Yeah.
It's already bad enough. I'm picking up these kids,
brother. No, it
you
ain't.
know.
Now, hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. It's never bad picking up the kids and all. That's not never bad, brother. That's your job. You laid and had them babies. It's your job to provide, protect, hold, nurture, and all that. As a parent, that's your job. They didn't ask to come here. That's your job. Don't you ever take that as being a burden.
Mm.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
That's what you're supposed to do.
No,
I heard you.
I'm talking about the sports program.
Okay.
I'm talking about the sports program.
Oh.
I opened up an organization on my own.
Okay. All right. Hold it right there. Let me go to the next caller. 8371. 8371. They call bank. This is getting.
how you doing, Brother Martin?
This get long. Come on with it. Caller.
How you doing, Brother Martin? This is Brother 10 Speed.
10 Speed. Go ahead, 10 Speed.
Hey, listen, man. It's about parenting, man. You know, when you actually watch when there's shooting going on and you have a bunch of people's gathering, you actually got some parents out there with their teenager kids, participating in a lot of stuff, that don't really make any sense. So they're not learning anything in the house, and they're not around guys who give a constructive criticism and show what they can and can't, what they should and shouldn't do. It's like, the parenting is everything. Because remember, if those kids were in the house with their parents, they wouldn't be downtown. That's where it all starts at, inside the house.
Hold on, 10 Speed. Hold on. I kind of disagree with you on that. They are learning something in the house. It may not be what they need to learn, but they are learning something in the house. We'll say that. They are learning something, but it may not be what they need to know, to live in a civilized society, supposedly. So I understand what you're saying.
Well, that's 100. That's 100 what you're saying too.
Yeah. So they
that's
learning.
The reality
so
of
don't
it,
never say they ain't learning nothing. They learning. They know how to steal. They know how to they know how to shoot. They know how to rap these songs. They learning something in the house. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're right. They know how to rap these songs because when I turn on, even in social media, man, the other day I only took 10 minutes of it. I turned the TV station. There was the BET Awards. Now you see the way they were dressing, how they were acting. They couldn't do the cursing on TV, but this is what these kids looking to be. They want to be like this, with all the fancy dressing and the shake your booty out and like that stuff. They're seeing these things and they think that this is, they want to call this here black culture. That's what they want to call it. So they're influencing by everything. And as you said earlier before, you're having a social media beef with someone. I have to go through somebody's having a beef with someone on social media, and the person's mother jumps in and she starts saying bees and this and that and everything. I'm like, you're supposed to, stop that. You participating in this stuff. And this is what it is. Parents, at most times nowadays, participating in their children's ignorance.
Demise, yeah.
Because they didn't teach them nothing. And they want to send the way they figure if they act ignorant, then they know how to protect themselves.
Yeah. Well,
and this is what's going on all with mostly young black folks now. Bad parenting.
It ain't just us, brother. Trust me, it ain't
I
just
know it ain't
us.
us.
But y'all know we talk about black people. It ain't just us.
Community,
all right.
Right. Now, me living in the black community, I'm seeing about black parents. See, I don't see too much about Hispanics or white community.
Well, that's because you ain't living around them. You don't live around mixed people.
Right.
You if you're not around that, so you don't really see it. But it goes on. But let me go to the next caller. Hold on. I got a 912.
Have a good one,
no problem. 912. Come on, Eric Code. Got two more calls out there. Go ahead.
What's going on, Martin?
What's going on?
Oh man, I doggone caught your show. I was on a phone call with somebody from Chicago, right?
Right.
I told them, in short, look, get off the phone. Look this man up on Facebook. You got him? Oh, you didn't hear in the background? No, I didn't. Now, we can get off the phone. You need to listen to what this brother's talking about. See? You need to listen to him because she ain't big on social media. And we were talking about something, and your show just happened to echo the same thing we was talking about. Like I told her, when I scroll on my Facebook page, I scroll down, I see this thing called Reels. And there's all these old half-dressed little girls doing the most that you could do. And we were just talking about that, Martin. So I told her, I said, look, you need to check this man's panel out. It's very respectful. He don't allow any profanity. He don't allow people to talk over each other. All that. No. This is grown folk right here. Tune in to him, and I hope she's listening. And I hope she types in the chat.
She listening.
Yeah, I was recommended by good old Sarge.
Her name is Katrina. She's listening.
There you go.
Katrina Smith. I know she's listening. She hear you. She said, I'm listening.
There you go. Yeah. See, we were just on the phone talking about the same thing, Martin. I was like, it's almost like you read my mind or something.
It was just in my spirit.
We were just talking about that. And I told her, I said, you want to hear the real perspective from somebody that be out in them streets in Chicago filming all this stuff going on and trying to like do prevention with these kids, telling these parents, look, there's 500 kids out here on 107th and Wallace. What was that lieutenant name, that police lieutenant?
What is his name? Let me think. Dixon.
Lieutenant Dixon walked up in your vehicle, talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
Martin, I know you got a lot of people watching your stream right now. Can you tell these folks to come get their kids? We don't want to take their kids to jail, but we gonna be left no choice.
Mm-hmm.
So you actively trying to do something where these kids are not getting paper on them to go into the system with name-wise in the first place. You know, you trying to save a whole community and you need help, but, you know, everybody else, they own all this other stuff. Like with the woman and the 14-year-old son beating up on the woman, they're going to turn her into the victim now. You see what I'm saying? That's all I had to say, because I ain't trying to hold you.
Thank you, Sarge.
You know, I'm just glad that she's listening.
She listening.
And Katrina, I'll probably call you later or something. But listen to this show in its entirety. Listen to the whole show, and I'm going to tell you, your mind going to get open
to a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you, Katrina, we all don't agree with everything, but we get some good points and good thoughts from this program, because we talking in real time. You talking, listen, let me tell you a little bit about me, and I'm not bragging. Okay, I'm from Chicago. Now, I was one of the people that discovered a bait truck, a truck full of Nike gym shoes, came into Inglewood, tried to entrap black people. I was one of the persons that worked on the Kanika Jenkins, the young lady that supposedly walked in the freezer. Also, I worked on a case with the young postal woman that came up missing, Kiara Coles. I did that as well. Also, I worked on that case where, help protest. I ain't gonna say the case, when the police officer shot Laquan McDonald 16 times. I was there when we protest downtown. I was there when the George Floyd riot broke out in Minnesota. The first day I was there. I was here when the riots broke out here in Chicago. I was here filming, documenting all these things that I'm saying. I've been around documenting these things. So I'm not no fly-by-night social media, just want likes and all that type of stuff. Also, I was the first one that started crime chasing in the city of Chicago.
You worked on my case too, Martin.
Going live. So the first one, still doing it a little bit. Now I'm doing a talk show. I've been on a Cat's House show with Vera Giles Norris. I've been on the Butt Naked show with Harold Davis. I've been on Fox Soul. I've been on 106.3 with Early and Tia Walker show. So I've been around. So I'm not no fly by night. Trust me. And I don't just do crime. I do real life issues. I show Chicago, certain things. I do events, basketball events, people dancing, all types of stuff. So I just want to throw that up there. Okay, I know I got 2 more callers. 9433, go ahead. 9433, go ahead.
Hey, Martin, how you doing? I was also trying to throw out there, you also worked on my case.
Yeah, also, yes.
Also.
Me and my partner, Vera Giles, hold it. Me and my partner, Vera Giles Norris, started an organization, Missing Please Come Home. She's the CEO, the president of it. I'm a partner. So we started that. We help find missing people. Also, I'm an instrument of that with my social media presence, posting missing adults, missing teenagers, female or male. So I'm not just here for no likes and clout. I got clout already. I've been interviewed. I've been in the Patch newspaper, Chicago, all types of newspapers. Tribune. Also, I did the Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. So I was there. Go ahead, my dear sister. 9433.
And you know what?
Go ahead, Vera. Go ahead, Vera.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Go ahead, Vera.
I just want to say this. And you've been consistent. Not only have you been consistent, meaning you started, you finished, and then you keep going. You don't stop, Martin. You one of the realest people that I've seen in these streets that don't do it asking for money. You're not asking for nothing. Matter of fact, sometimes people got to beg you just to bless you. The other thing is that every time I've seen you do anything, I've seen you do it decently and in order. You actually care about the people. When you show and you do that crime chasing and you see dead bodies on the street, you never put the people, family members out there. You have respect for the family. And you never go according to he say, she say. You only talk about what you know. And if you don't know, you don't put no bad or no false news out there. And from what I've seen, you've opened your platform up to every activist, anybody who needs to get their point across, anybody that's out here doing the work. I done seen you open it up to all of them, even when I didn't see them open their platform up to you. I've seen you be fair in this game. And you got a heart for the people. And that's why when I knew I needed some help, when I couldn't do it myself, I said, okay, I know I can call Martin G. Johnson. I called you, you answered, and you ain't never stopped answering. That's the integrity that you have in these streets. And I bet you, if anybody listening, and if they'll be so kind, not to act like I'm just being no Martin G. Johnson cheerleader, but if there's some more folks on here that will agree with me, can you say, hey, man, amen, or something in the chat? So it's not just like I'm just sitting here, you know, being a cheerleader. I'm speaking from the heart, so I know I got to touch somebody else.
And let me put it on something, add a little sauce on it, and scandal free too. Scandal free. Scandal free. I'm gonna let you talk. Scandal free, people. Okay. Scandal free. Listen, you ain't got to worry about me sleeping with your wife or going in your wife's inbox, sending pictures of my private parts and all that, taking advantage of people that's weak and vulnerable. You ain't got to worry about me doing that. Trust me. And I ain't gay either. And I'm gonna throw that out there too. I just had to say it. Go ahead, my sister. 9433. Go ahead.
I just want to say thanks to you and Vera Giles. I've been going to court to put these criminals away, these creeps away that had my daughter. And after I close out the case, I plan to expose them.
Wonderful.
I just got to be quiet for right now.
Wonderful. Okay, we got another caller, 7708. Come on, my brother. 7708.
Martin, how we doing?
Man, I'm glad to be living in the land of the living. Glad to be living. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. You know what? Just when you was ready to sign off, you had about a flood of calls come in.
Yes,
I'm glad you're still on because I needed this live tonight. And I don't think sometimes I just be wanting you to stay on because it does so much for us. You know what I mean? Sometimes just hearing other people talk, living kind of vicariously through them. And I think that we're all concerned and we all want better. But I don't think we really know, like, for example, you had mentioned some good ideas. Can we start it beyond just like basketball stuff and after school stuff? Some of that stuff is cool, but I don't think those are real long-term solutions that can give kids some skills and help them kind of transition to an actual career and really take them off the streets. It's just places for them to go, there's a place and time for that as well. But when it comes to that, Mark, I don't know if we know how to build these things. Like, for example, your talk show. Who taught you how to do that? You didn't go to school for that, I don't believe.
No, I didn't.
Like, who can we go to in our community? Like, we kind of get down on each other's case and say, well, why aren't you doing this or why can't we do that? But who exactly is doing these things? Like, do we have a model that we can follow and say, all right, these brothers did this. We can take this template and build this infrastructure or rent this facility and house this thing. Like, I just don't think, sometimes I think it's hard. We're hard on ourselves, but we got ideas, but just the resources to actually put something together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we kind of stuck right there.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. But you know what, brother? I'm going to the 12-step program. In order to get some help, you must realize that you're sick. And we are a sick people, brother. We're sick people. We hate each other. We mean-spirited toward one another. We're aggressive toward it. Not all of us now, not all of us, but I'm just saying, a general, this is what I see, speaking out of experience. We more sympathize with other people opposed to us. We can see some other races of people that's homeless, sleeping on the floor in the police station and have so much sympathy. But walk past that bomb that you see every day on 63rd and Cottage Grove on the bus stop, sleeping in the terminal under that little glass thing, and won't say nothing. Won't say nothing. That reminds me of a scripture, and I'm not trying to get religious on y'all. People came up to Jesus, Jesus told some people, he said, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. He said, when I was naked, you didn't give me clothes. They said, Lord, where was you naked? He said, where was you hungry? Where was you sick and I didn't visit you? And he explained to them, when you do these things for less fortunate people, you're doing it to God. When you feed somebody, I ain't talking about holding up a camera in front of it and let everybody see you bought somebody a Burger King sandwich. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about doing things in secret and allowing God to bless you in the public. And I'm not against nobody feeding the homeless. No. So I don't want nobody saying I'm running back and talking about nobody. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about doing things in private, what social media don't even know. Nobody know but you and the God and the person that you help. That's what I'm talking about. Accepting a brother phone call when he call you when he's from prison. Just having a conversation with a brother behind the walls means so much to them, brother. You just don't realize what it means to them. When somebody's sick in the hospital, they may not want any visitors, but you just go in their inbox and say, sister, brother, I'm praying for you. Get well. And when they look up and they see it, it gives them another energy. One of my brothers, he was sick and I ain't know he was dying. He said, he thanked me. He said, Martin, I know you're real busy chasing crime and hustling, trying to get your money, man, but I appreciate you taking me to the doctor, not rushing me. And, I really wasn't feeling well. And you know what? I humbled myself. I said, because you know what? This brother has been a real friend to me. It have been times the brother would walk up to me, brothers and sisters, and hand me $60. I said, what's this for? That's for you. Put it in your pocket, man. Buy you some gas or something to eat. Without me even asking. One thing about me, when somebody does something for me without me have to ask, man, that means so much to me. It means so much to me. Whether if I accept it or not, but it means so much to me. That's just like an apology. When somebody wronged me and I don't have to ask them or beg them to apologize and they come up and apologize, that means a lot. That means a lot to me. Brother and sisters, it's the small things that we can start with. But first of all, we got to realize that we sick. We full of hate toward one another. And once we get rid of that hate, oh, we can love each other, brother. Brother, you and I can have a disagreement. And one thing about this, you ain't got to worry about me pulling no pistol on you because we had a disagreement. Or telling some secrets that we share with each other. That's another thing, people. When people get mad at you and they go on social media and start putting out your dirty laundry or your secrets, you better watch them because that's how they felt. And I got into it with a brother, and I'm not going to mention his name, and he accused me of telling some people where he live at. I said, my brother, on my worstest day, I wouldn't put yourself or your family in jeopardy and to give your address out and put it on social media. I don't do things like that. I care about people, even the ones that don't even care about me. And I know how to love from a distance. We all got loved ones that we don't speak to, that we don't too much care for. I'm talking about blood relatives that we don't get along somehow with. We all got them.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
We all got them.
Go ahead. Tell the truth.
We all got them. I got them. You got them. She got them. They got them. We all got them. And you got to ask yourself, are we from the same bloodline? Do we have the same parents? And we at each other's throat? People, listen, we only here for a short while. I always tell you, you got to hold everything in this life with a loose grip because any given minute, it could be taken away, even your life. I'm telling you. And I believe I got some valuable things, material things. I don't own no property, but I got some valuable material things. But I'm holding that with a loose grip too. Because I know, like Job said, naked I came and naked shall I return. Or everything that we own in life, even our wife, even our children, even our mothers and our fathers and our loved ones and our friends is on loan for us for a little while, temporarily, for a little while. Can't get it out. So let us enjoy one another. Let us love on one another. Show each other some love. Have you ever been in a situation?
Well, Mark, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that.
I want to say one thing. Y'all let you talk. Have you ever been in a situation where you just spoke to a person and maybe an hour or two, a day later, they dead. And you say to yourself, man, if I knew that was going to be that my last time talking to him, I would have told him I love him and I would have said, let's get together. So treat this time like it's our last time seeing each other. Go ahead, my brother, 7708. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And you know, me and you have talked about this personally.
Yes.
But when I interact with Black people, honestly, it's been so much love. I can't believe half the stuff I'm seeing and hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm people saying, excuse me, thank you, giving hugs. You know what I mean? Like really doing well for themselves. I see people going to college.
Mm-hmm.
People like actually people trying to fight this narrative. It's like Black people is up against the narrative and all type of other stuff and really trying to disconnect themselves. Like, no, I'm not like that. I'm not one of them type of people. It's a lot more positivity that I think we give ourselves credit for.
Yes, sir.
And so, yes, we are sick, but the people who put all this in motion is sick too. Everybody,
yes,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
We're not special in that way. Everybody going through something. And the news only select what they want to show you. Of course, they got to be 80% on the Black side and the negative news about black people. That's what the news do. You're not going to get no positive news about black people. So we don't wake up and understand that, you know, they're the sick ones that show us in our worst way possible. But I just think that we need to give ourselves more credit as well. So not only loving, to your point, Martin, your brother and helping them out, taking the phone call, having them, but we need to love ourselves. We got to stop the self-hate.
That's what I'm
We're doing better than we give ourselves credit for.
I agree, bro. We have to support one another more, man. It's so much, man. It's so much going on, and we have to learn how to fight, people. We're gonna have to fight from the womb to the tomb. We got to fight, people. Brother, I got to fight to love you, to treat you right. I got to fight, brother. It's a fight. I got to fight to respect my brother. It's a fight, people. We have to maintain our integrity when it comes to one another. Listen, we are being replaced, people. Somebody keep bringing it to me and say, Martin, all the people that we lost to COVID in this country, they're being replaced. And y'all know who they're being replaced with. Was that the plan? Was that the plan? I never looked at it like that. We've lost a lot of people in this country to COVID. And this country have opened up the floodgates and allow others to come in. And they not only allowing them to come in, they're going to be lawyers, doctors, school teachers, policemen, politicians, homeowners, property managers, all that. Watch. They're going to brag. You're going to see it. They're going to brag. I came over here with nothing. I was sleeping on the floor, homeless. And they're going to say that they did it by themselves. No, you had help. The system helped you. The system gave you perks, benefits that they wouldn't even give its own citizens that was born and raised here. Because if you're so great, black people, we're great. Just like the brother said today. Out of all the hell that we've been through in America, we've been lynched, we've been in slavery, we've been fed to alligators, we've been discriminated, we've been redlined, we've been gunned down by the police, we've been poisoned, we've been experimented on. We never left the country and fled. We stayed here, we fought, we died, we bled, we marched, and we still here fighting. We still here fighting. Tell me, aren't we a strong people? We didn't leave the country. We stayed right here in America. And we still here right now today. Building, fighting, toiling, praying. We becoming doctors and lawyers and millionaires and all types in this life. We never gave up on America, but America gave up on us a long time ago. So shouldn't that tell you about the greatness of the black man and the black woman in this country? All the inventions that we put in this country. You take away all the black people inventions, the ones that we do know about, and definitely the ones that we don't know about. Those that we really don't know about some of these inventions. We think it's the white man, but actually it's the black man that discovered it. Just think about it, my brother. If a black man discovered Chicago, why is it Chicago being ran by black people? It's dominated by whites. Why? Ask yourself that. So you telling me if you bought a house and you invited me, if you bought a house and it's your house and I come in and take over and tell you to get out, something ain't right with that picture. This is real situation, people. I'm not trying to come down on nobody, but we got to tell the truth and shame the devil. This is what this is about. And I tell people, if this live is not for you, just scam past it, unfriend me, block, whatever. Do what you got to do. There's a lot of things that I see on social media. If it's not what I want to see or hear, I just keep on going. I don't even make no comment. I just keep going. Just keep going. Somebody need to hear this message tonight. Somebody is falling short. Somebody is ready to end it all. Somebody is ready to kill somebody tonight. because they upset. Just because they upset. Somebody is homeless tonight that's listening to this very live. Hopefully that we putting some hope in them. Somebody's wife is planning to leave. Somebody's husband is planning to leave. Hopefully this live will bring people back together and open up some understanding, people. That's what we need, people. We hurting. I'm hurting. You hurting. Like the brother said, all of us not doing bad. We got some wonderful people in our circle, and I do. But what good is it that if I'm living on a mountaintop and my people down there eating out of garbage cans, or eating maggots and sleeping in maggots? I'm not whole yet. I have a concern about the people that look like me. That's my concern. That the people that look like me, that we get our fair shake in this world, not just this country. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Go ahead, sister.
Can I also say something?
Yes, go ahead.
As a Black people, we seem to still celebrate the 4th of July. I just want to put this out there. Our 4th of July was June 19th. I want our people to wake up. That was not our holiday. That was the white man's holiday. Even though I know it's going to take time for them to, Hammer said, it's going to take time for them to get used to it. But we were supposed to go way out for our own holiday, and we did not do that. They was quiet.
Well,
personal power.
I didn't celebrate the 4th of July holiday, so I would say
I didn't either.
So I didn't.
I didn't either.
That didn't apply to me. I know better.
It didn't faze me.
Yeah.
It didn't faze me. It didn't bother me. Yeah. But I know better. Now that I know better, I do better.
Yeah. All right, people. I guess that's it. I'm done. I'm done talking. I didn't pour my heart out tonight. I felt like I had the pool pit tonight.
Well, you know what?
Go ahead, partner. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what, Martin? You man, this is one for the books, because we know that it's an agenda in this world that was already formed before any of us got here. And that's why one of the things that keep me going, and I hope that I can encourage someone else, is that although you're looking through your looking glass, third eye, you seeing things that maybe some folks just not seeing clearly, and you may be woke. Some people still sleep. One of the things that keep me going is that I be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I constantly have to renew my mind, constantly, because there's so much happening, and you get to the point to where you see things that clearer and clearer, and you start to say, man, this already been designed. It's nothing new under the S-U-N or the S-O-N. And sometimes we even got a question if it's really the S-U-N. We don't know what's going on in this world. But but here's what I do know, is that no weapon that's formed against you, it can't prosper.
Yes.
It didn't say that it wouldn't form, but it will not prosper. So what we have to do, we talked about love, Mark.
Yes.
We got to love on ourselves first. When is the last time, no matter what you've been through, no matter where you at in life, when was the last time you did 3 things? You told yourself, I'm sorry. I forgive you. Like you talking to yourself. I apologize, Vera. I forgive you, Vera. When the last time you said thank you to yourself? When you looked in the mirror and said, thank you, Martin? And then when is the last time you loved yourself and told yourself, I love you? And then we start treating ourselves like we really love ourselves. I make a conscious effort every day to love me so much that every time I show up with love because I first love me. And then when I'm in front of other people and when I'm interacting with other people, I got so much love in me that I can't help but show up with love. I'm not hating on you. If I can't help you, I'm not going to do nothing to hurt you. And just like our older folks said, and if you ain't got nothing good to say, you ain't got to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that to yourself. And the more we put that out there, especially right now, because I'm going to tell you something, the numbers don't lie, it's adding up. The more you put out there, the law of reciprocity is some laws that's real. And the law of reciprocity will come back to you. Show up with love. Start loving on your kids more. Even start loving folks that don't even show you love. Love them anyway. And you can love them from a distance. I ain't say love them in your face. But you got to get rid of some of that anger. Some folks holding on to stuff that their mamas did to them. Let it go. Some people holding on to stuff that a bad relationship did. Let them go. Some people holding on to stuff. You got to let that stuff go so it don't drag you, and then you don't show up in love and with love, and that's why we get so much hate among each other. Mm-hmm. Now, again, I'm not saying that you got to be in the bed and singing Kumbaya with folks that you don't have to sing it with, but you don't have to hold that grudge. You don't have to hold that dis-ease in your body, because if you holding that in, then it shows up. The law of reciprocity is real, but the law of so is a man thinketh, so is he is real too. But I don't want to preach, but this is a good one. And I just wanted to, here's 3 rules, and I'm going to close with this, Martin.
Go ahead.
To all the sugar daddies out there in the street, because we want to show love to our children. You can't be a sugar daddy in the street and a sourpuss at home.
Uh-oh.
These kids are not putting up with that. So we're not telling you that you can't be no sugar daddy, because we can't judge you. But what I am saying is that if you're going to sugar daddy in the street, then show them kids some love. Don't be no sourpuss at home.
That's it.
And to all you sneaking links, that's why the word is sneak and link. If you're going to sneak and link, then keep sneaking. Don't put your business out there. Your kids ain't got no business knowing what you're doing, because they can't respect you, mama, when they see you with Tyrone, Earl, Rodney, and Damien. Back in the day when I was growing up, what our parents did was their business. We didn't know everything. My mother wasn't trying to be my friend and telling me all her business, because we have to do better as a people so that we can, whatever the agenda is, whatever the weapon is, let it form. We just can't be the ones to let it prosper. So again, I don't want to preach on here, Martin, because I know you be done cut me off, so I'm going to go ahead on, but this is a good one.
You help me
Hey,
out.
Martin, I want to ask Vera a question real quick.
Oh, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Just real quickly. Ms. Vera, you talked about renewing your mind. Can you just kind of break down how you go about doing that, just in case someone might want to try to do that? Like how do you go about renewing your mind?
Yeah, you know what? The best way to renew your mind is to take time and be quiet and spend it with yourself. It's called meditation. I wouldn't care if you don't do it, but nothing but 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. Do what you can do, but start somewhere. Talk to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? Get into yourself a quiet space. You don't even have to have music sometimes. And allow your mind to just be free. Don't worry about nothing, because worrying is a sin. And whatever it is that you need to let go so that you can be free, release it in your mind first. Because if you holding on to thoughts, if you worrying about things from yesterday, it's officially gone. It ain't nothing you can do about it. You got to erase that. And then you have to learn how to appreciate your now. Find something, gratitude, find something to be grateful for. I wouldn't care I don't care what's going on. Don't think on that, because where focus goes, energy flows. Find yourself something to be grateful for. Oh, I got 4 pair of shoes. Oh my God, I'm grateful for these 4 pair of shoes. Oh, I got a bus pass. I'm grateful for this bus pass. I got a roof over my head. I'm grateful. Write down the things that you are grateful for. Now, those are just 2 ways to renew your mind. And I'm going to give you one more. Be careful who you connect with. Because if somebody is constantly bringing you drama, bringing you bad news, and keeping you from living your purpose-driven life and being on a positive flow, let them go.
As a man,
I hope that helps some.
As a man thinking in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Go ahead, Marcus. My last caller. Go ahead, Marcus.
Well, I'm listening, and I'm gonna just say this.
Whatever God tell you to say, brother.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cut loose.
Go ahead. I'm gonna sit back.
People have got to quit going back to people who have made them mad, who have hurt them. But people say, let it go. But it's not that easy to let it go when the hurt is deep. I think what we need to do is confront the pain, deal with it, accept the fact that this happened. Like when you find out that you thought you knew this particular person and you really didn't know him, but you thought you knew him because you was friends with them for years, or you knew this family member, your closest family member, and I'm just speaking in general, and then you find out what they really think of you, or it hurts you. So it's not that easy to let go, but you have to let go in order to live your life. You have to let it go. You have to bury it. You have to write about the pain. Books are written, novels have been written and turned into TV shows. Maybe your hurt can be turned into something positive. Write about it. And if it don't make it to the Hollywood screen, don't worry about it. But write a journal. Let it out. Don't go pick up a gun and harm innocent people because you're trying to shoot somebody that hurt you. Don't go to jail for nobody. That's what my saying was in my head. I wasn't going to jail for nobody. You can say what you want to say about me, but I'm not going to go to jail for you and do time for what you said about me. We got to learn to control our anger, and we got to get a closer relationship with God. And it's hard. It's hard to believe in something that you don't see, but you got to go back to the Word. And when you hear that word about God made us in His own likeness, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're looking at God, and you are great. Maybe these earthly people you have come into contact with have told you you weren't nobody, but you are somebody to God because He made you in His own likeness. And when He made you in a unique way. None of us are the same. We are made in a unique way. And when we hurt each other, we're not only hurting each other, but we're hurting the Creator. When we make fun of people and gossip about people, that's against God. We got to get back into trusting and believing in God. We got to get out of this saying that this is a white man's religion. A white man used God to justify his horrific that he did to black people. And that's the devil. That's the mystery of the devil. That's the trick of the devil. He even named a slave ship after Jesus. And so some of us people have been harking on those things, not realizing that was a trick of the devil. The devil did that to say that God, is punishing black people. But black people are not being punished by God. We're being punished because we're not listening to God. We need to turn back to our godly ways. And these kids will pull up their pants, they'll put down the gun, because you will have God in the household. And when you open the door and invite God into your life, life changes for you. Now, the part we don't understand is, why do God let our loved ones pass away? Why do God let good people suffer? I don't have an answer to that. But I do know this. What you see as suffering may not be suffering at all. God works in mysterious ways to bring people together. He works in mysterious ways to bring families together, to bring siblings closer together, to make you realize how important life is, more so than money. And what we're also witnessing is that this is about money. People are trying to survive. This is a popularity. Some of these people have low self-esteem about themselves, and they're doing what they feel they need to do to fit in with people. And killing somebody, robbing somebody is not the right way to do it. Trust and believe in God. Turn your life around. Hatred, there is no place in God's kingdom for hatred. And there is no place, shouldn't be no place for hatred in humanity. But we hate each other for no reason at all. Start loving on each other. Love, love, love. And if you are a victim of an abusive parent, try to be a different type of parent for your children. If you have children, if you don't, be like a father or a mother to a child out there that don't have a parent. Teach them, lead them in the right direction. We can win this, but we got to win it with God. We are children of the light. God created us in his own likeness. Just remember that. God created us in his own likeness. You're not a Negro. You're not an African American. You are a child of God, and you are a masterpiece that he sculpted and spoke into existence. Just remember that.
And the church say, amen.
Amen. Mark.
Yes. Come on, I got to
Can
go.
I say something?
Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay. I had prayed and asked God to forgive those guys what they did to my daughter. And Vera is right. You have to get in a quiet place, and you have to block everybody out, and you have to tell God what you want. So I felt like that I turned my situation into a good situation. But I did get my daughter away from her. So I saved her. So I ain't bragging, but you have to tell God, thank you for the small things.
All right.
And I'm gonna say, Mark, our kids are our future. So it takes everybody. And our older people act like they ain't been young before. Y'all have been young before. Y'all done did wrong before. Our kids need love.
All right. I'm not going to add on to it. Or no, I'm going to take nothing away. I'm just going to say, you already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. This is where we what? Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. Now, I don't know about you, but I love being black. What? I love being black. What?
Love being black.
I love being black.
And you know what, people? When we say that, you have to tell yourself that. We see so many negative images in the media that's not true. And people, once you begin to love yourself, you can love your wife, you can love your husband, you can love your children, you can love your friends. I tell you, love goes a long way. The scripture said love covers a multitudes of sin. People, love lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. And I'm going to leave y'all on that note right there. Good night.